couple of wins away from getting to the top spot. Zavin Chessmood. Who's Night King? It's Alexander Bortnik. Alright. More g4. Just does not care about the g-pawn. Pressure on the light squares immediately. It's a pawn grabber. Save the queen. Is she going to be trapped? Maybe trapped soon, no? Here and then here. Not too sneaky. Wow. Look at this. Excited. An excited queen. So now what? Exchange bishops. Look for mate. This is a really good defender. Oh, there goes the exchange. Get the rook back. Save the bishop. What's this knight doing? Remove a key defender of the king's side. This is excellent. This guy here, good defender and attacker. This guy's out of the ball game though. Pressure on f6. Knight is not contributing. And is a goner. Could take here and then take here with check. It's a goner. Might have a resigner. Look at the clocks. Ooh. That might have been the very last thing Zavin did before he hit resigns. Just looked at the clock and thought, wow, time to resign. Okay, 64, 60, 60 with fire. One more win here and first place. We're going to find out. Chess Weeb. Second time they are playing. H6, G5. Not too much variety. It's flipping a coin on which one of these two to play on move one. Okay. Fluid structure. Bishop pair for black. So fast. Gonna go queenside. Queen here and then queenside castle. Yes. This pawn maybe can be taken in some lines. Knight on c4. This is excellent for black. Knight is awesome. More pressure is going to mount here. Watch out for some tricks. Bishop may get squeezed as well. Is there going to be an accident happening? There might be an accident nearby. There it is. Right where the pieces are intersecting. Bishop takes. Oh, look at these tactics. The bishops are flying everywhere. Doesn't even want the rook. He says, my bishop is amazing. Who cares about your rook on d1? Let's keep these guys around. Black is down a rook, though. Maybe he should have cared. Okay. He's down a piece now. Oh, knight takes, gets mated. He's winning. Or is he? Or is he? He doesn't have to take. Just moves the rook. The tactic is still there. Now you could take, though. Now you could take. The king has a square after h3. Was that really calculated? Unreal. Unreal. No way. That's awesome. He saw that he could do that because the rook f3 threatening the queen and the mate. Oh, man. All right, queen versus knight and rook and a time edge. Time edge for black. No sneaky forks. Okay. No time, though. Nope. Not happening. Plenty of time. Okay. No time for Chess Weeb. And with that win, an hour 3 to go, the doctor is finally in first. The penguin has had a rough patch. Last 3 goose eggs. Okay, number 1. Still an hour 2 to go. Can he hang on to that? We're going to see. Strong piece. Challenged multiple times. White needs to hang on to it. Did he play? No. Okay, he had a similar position earlier. This trying for this kind of advance. I forget who that was against. Who is better exactly? I kind of like black here, actually. I don't know. Is there really going to be an attack? against the black king? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Bishop here is a killer. I just thought to myself, this looks really good, but this is hitting really fast. Oh man. You see, oh, beautiful. Check. Queen is dead next. Look at that. That's picturesque. Okay, the slippery one. This is the penguin this time. This is the penguin. Penguin does not even want to see this G4 stuff. Okay. White can be happy about the bad for good bishop exchange. Where's the king gonna go? Same side's castles? Looks to be a good idea. Now that this move is in there, there's some weaknesses on the king's side. Super solid knight. Well-positioned pieces, just getting out of the pin. The king is in the corner, wants some exchanges. There's a new square to work with if white wants it. Okay. Some exchanges. I think white would love to have all minor pieces exchanged, but this guy is still around, so it will remain tricky. Okay, some control. Space. Doesn't want to see this either. Knight on c4, so both sides have good knights. This is a deficient pawn. Well, it's an isolated pawn. I don't know if it's deficient. Pressure here. Can't go too far. The rook is really well placed. Oh, there's a trick. That was missed. Taking advantage of the pin. Piece falls. The penguin throws in the towel. Normally this is a really good position for the rook in most cases. Good defender and attacker, but tactically was not there. 72 with fire. 66-64 is where we stand. An hour to go. Cranty next opponent. Okay. Oh, a little bit more tame here. No G-pawn advance. Advance. So we have, I don't know, advanced Dutch, bird opening. How do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? Watch out for f5. f5 nearby wants an exchange. We're going to get an exchange of queens. Going to be a target on the... Is this an idea? No, it's locked up. What would be the issue with that? Kind of liked that move. Okay, white has a really active king. It's going to have a really active king. Would like some exchanges. Exchange both rooks. Rook takes is met with c3, taking advantage of the pin. And the other problem is that the bishop is simply going to be won, so he has to go for this sequence. Ah, if you take with the pawn, you get mated. So he is going to get this pawn back and break up the pawn duo. White is up a piece for a pawn, wants more exchanges. Bishop will find a good home. f4 is it. Get behind the pawn? Oh, that was the idea, to pick up the h-pawn. Okay, track this guy down. Number one priority. Could try for this, taking advantage of a pin. Oh, he's going all in with the two rooks. There is no doubling up. d2 is defended. There is a mate threat. King does have a square now, though. We've seen this before. Black ended up getting mated in that game. Mate! In this game, too. Watch out for this sneaky king. He's going after your king when he moves forward. Cranty goes down. Was that the game against Cranty? No. Different game. Ali Reza. He's in 7th place. What opening is he going to play against Ali Reza? He's sticking with g5. Firouzja is the opponent. And what's going on with the queen? He's just happy to win a pawn and go back home. These knights are really well placed. Grab the bishop pair. Bishop may get shut down eventually with this construction. The knights are doing what exactly? They're dancing. Doesn't want to see knight c5. Queen out here. Give the knight a kick. Wants to take in a different scenario. Maybe trap the bishop. Can we go for something like this? No, he's doing that straight away because a couple takes here and then in the end there's a fork on f2. Rook is going to go down. You're going to take it right away after a bishop move. Probably this first. No, that. Then there's maybe that. Just take straight away. Oh, nice move. Bishop was hitting the queen. Now there's some white square issue. Possibly. He's going to get the exchange back. King goes in the corner. There's tension between the queens. Queen takes, rook takes. Oh no, queen takes. You take the knight with check. He's going to be up a full piece in the end. Ah, that's why he just resigned. Queen takes. Take with check and only then recapture. He's up a piece. Okay. Piece at least. Okay, Doctor against BMW Hero. Remains in first. Under an hour. Wants that bishop. Secure now with f6. Trying to break down the center. g5 again. This is secure. Big center here for black. Wants to, yeah, so big he needed to break it up. And in the end, is he going to get the piece back? It seems like it. He's getting the knight. Okay. Likes that square for the knight. King should be really cozy on g2. Do you even castle or do you just kind of go like that? Exchange dark? Well, he is going to castle. And the queen's going to go on a rampage. Maybe this at some stage. Yeah, this is really nice. A nice shelter for the white king. This construction right here, you really cannot say enough about the bishop. Master defender. He's doing everything. But can you win this? Yes, you could win this. This pawn. Once it falls, this falls. 4 pawns, 3 pawns and a bishop. We're going to have this again. Oh, what's with this? This is the second time this king is just running. Watch out, king. You don't know. You're getting in some trouble, maybe. You might be asking for some trouble. This king is dangerous. Oh, I think he meant to go here. Wow. Or not. No. There, because he has this block. Sometimes I think it's a mouse slip, but no, I don't think it was a mouse slip this time. Okay. 84, 70, 70, 66. A 14-point edge. Approaching 3,100. 55 to go. Knight king again. They have split games. Getting hit with c5 and h6. Odd. Okay. Careful now. White will try to, I think, remove this strong piece, but it's not without its issues. Okay, black, I guess, is weighing that this pawn is going to be... it's better to hang on to this pawn. And I don't think white is able to get in e4, so now this seems excellent for black. I don't know how you ever get rid of a piece here. White's going to try for that, but again, I don't know how you do that. He's going to be glued in there. Queen on f5. Queen would love to be right here. Move the knight, get at h4, get at h2. I think that would be the plan. Might have to take with the pawn. A knight here would be too strong. Okay, queen's going to go into Pac-Man. Keep it locked down. Super cozy over here. No great sacrifices to get at the king. Yes, this is... I would be very surprised to see anything but a W here for black. King is going to do whatever it wants. Got a passer. You can put pressure here. Trade rooks. Win another pawn. Big control. No good pawn breaks for black. Passer. What do you do? Here. Grab a pawn. Check and then win the pawn. A lot of ways to do it. He's going to run with the A pawn. No counterplay. Still playing on. In a pin, in a pickle. 12 seconds to 14. A piece falls. No stopping this guy. He's going to play on, I guess, right to the very end. Hoping for stalemate at this stage. And finally, no more checks against the king. Where's the mate? There it is. Okay. 88 with fire. 72, 72, 68. 68. Top 5. Get some cash. Ali Reza. G4 versus A5. Already a unique position, I imagine. Okay, bishop out, and then E3, exchange bishops, and then E3, no E3, doesn't want to see A3 by black. Black has a good square on C4, is going for it right now. Knight needs to defend. Give the knight a kick, and then hop into this square. Pressure on F6, can you take with check and then go here? Maybe, okay, I guess so. Queen G5 is there. He's getting kicked, though, and the knight is falling, but he's breaking in the center. Down a piece, white, but black king may experience some problems. You can't take the bishop. Now you're you're forcing something to happen here. You have to move the bishop, but then there's a capture, and then here. Oh, so you have to give the piece back. 29 to 33. Pins. Watch out for the pins. Exchange queens, win a pawn in the end. White is up a pawn. Okay. Can't take because of the pin on the 4th rank. Going after this guy. As soon as the B pawn falls, this guy flies. Any tricks here? Watch out. There are a couple checks. He's out of the pin. This can be secure with the rook on C1. Maybe even rook here or that. That seems nice as well. Defend here? Oh, he's going to liquidate. He's going to win some material. Yep. Black resigns. Rook moves. You lose the knight. Winning the exchange, at least. Okay, 92. 74, 72. Big edge. Big lead. Tournament here. Nearly 20 points. Let's see. Knight King again. Game number 4 between these two in this tournament. This is their current match score, 2-1. Okay. We've been here before. And once more, a big piece emerges on E4. How to challenge this guy. Also a new square here. Didn't he go for this idea against the penguin in their game? Maybe. Or was that Knight King? I'm still confused about that. Okay. Space. Oh, this bishop is a monster. I thought maybe even playing there would have been cool. How to defend here? Queen up, and then you give the queen a kick, and if takes, then there's a skewer. There's a problem on this square. That's why it's not defended. Yeah, B5 would have hurt. Queen is hit. Bishop versus knight. This knight's very active. Wants to hang on to this pawn, though. Rook takes, is met with a fork. A check, it's pushing through. Exchange rooks and then push. Now it's crystal clear. It'll be that much more simplified. Exchange rooks. Soon it'll be a rook and bishop versus a knight. Okay, 96, he is flying. 96, a 20-point edge over Penguin. Cranty, next opponent. Okay. What's this maneuver? F6 on move 1? Don't try these maneuvers at home. I think this is a really good setup, though, for white. At this stage, yeah. I think this is fine. The bishop is captured out just before the knight could be a pest and angle into this d5 square. So knight would be good. White is saying the bishop is going to be good too. There's a fork on h3. Doesn't want that fork? Wasn't there a fork there? Okay. Trade the dark square bishops. Now just get the rook here, he says. Pushing with the pawn. Can't take with this guy. I don't know if that you would even want to do that, though. Even if it was You know, you want to keep this passed a pawn. Queen close to trapped. Exchange queens or get this pawn. Gets the pawn. No time for this. If you push, it's going to get hunted. May want to do that first, yeah. So that this is available, and then maybe push here. No, I don't think the timing is there. The timing might be there now. Is he calculating it? Push, and then here, and then here. Ah, the pawn obstructs the bishop from seeing here. Nice. He weasels in. Can he push right now? Because after takes, then there's this, and you can't defend this. So he takes on this square first. Oh, that was such a cool sequence. It's such a hard time keeping up with that. Oh, man. Okay, the game's not even over. I blinked. I laughed, and then I forgot what even happened over here with the a-pawn. Hopefully you saw it, because I missed it. Okay. King's getting active. We've seen this before. Setting up here, here, and then mate. Oh, the rook is dead. No gas in the tank either. 1.4. Okay, got another W. Wow. Okay, 180.76 is where we are at. 46 minutes to go on the nose. Lion Ted, next opponent. All right, game 2 between these two. Let us see. Okay. It's not quite there for winning a pawn on d4. Winning the knight, and then winning this pawn. So he took out a key defender of this square, and he's getting a little bit more. He's up the exchange. Doesn't want to see bishop here and then queen here. So some control over the dark squares, some control over the knight. Give the bishop a kick, get these passers running. Okay, centralize first. Do something, rook. How do we improve? You know, the rook returns. I think you'd like to get this stuff in. Is there time for that? There should be time for that. Looks really passive, but... Oh, that wasn't intended, I don't think. Now it is balanced. Both sides have a passed pawn. This is more dangerous, though. Okay, now there's triple pass pawns. Return the queen. Give up this pawn and work with these two. Drop the queen back. Defend against checks. Defend the h6 pawn. There is a queen. Exchange. And now this should be squeaky clean. Should be. Here we go. Push. And then here. Or excuse me. After rook takes pawn, it'll be a check and then here. And that'll do it. Here, here. Nothing against the king. This and this is nothing. Okay. Lion's head goes down. The doctor stays in first. Penguin still 20 back. Both with fire. And let's see. Chess Weeb. Again. Game 2. In this tourney. Queens are gone. Doesn't want to play with the e-pawn. Gonna play with the f-pawn? No. Eyeing up and attacking against the bishop. A little maneuver. Looking at d6 now. c5 as well. Is going to dive in. Pressure on the light squares is the plan. That's the big plan. Okay. Take away. Win the bishop if you want it. He's looking for something else. He's going after the bishop. Okay. Bishop pair. A lot of bishop pairs in this tournament. Pressure on the dark squares now. Unopposed bishop. I think that was a mouse slip, or was it? Maybe it wasn't. Oh no. Some space for white on the king side. Space and bishop pair. Pressure here. What's the knight doing? Is he going to try and win a pawn? Knight is under control. Looking at c4. Doesn't want c4. Knight's going to angle for this square. How do we get there? 1, 2... While I draw the arrows, there'll be 7 different exchanges. The knight can't move. There'll be a check. That rook would be too invasive. Rook is out of control. More breaks nearby. Pawn is going to fall. Center pawn falls. Up on the clock as well. Check. There is no knight block. The knight. What are you doing? He's having a tough time. There isn't much to do. And yeah, no counterplay. Down 2 pawns. Bishop pair. He's had enough, man. He has had enough. Okay. 108, 92, 76, 76. Okay, 41 to go. 317 in here. Boss next opponent. The boss? What's the story with the boss? He's getting good positions against the doctor, and then it kind of goes downhill. And he was up 3 pawns the last game, and then they all fell one by one. You could do it, man. You could do it. Get this W. Okay. Another bishop pair game. He's going to go after this guy. Ah, very nice. Let us see. White is up a pawn. It's not the healthiest of pawns, though. It gets a bit simplified. Oh, he could really do that? I guess he can. He's going to get the rook. It's a little scary. You want some exchanges, possibly? How do you rescue this guy? Here and then here? How are you defending that? Rook here. There is no deflection because the bishop is defending. Important note. Otherwise, this trick is maybe there. No, the king could even step up in that variation. It's going after the weak point. How do you rescue the bishop? This is how you rescue the bishop. A4. Break down this structure. Okay, maybe a check. No. The bishop is there. A check here. Counter punch. Oh, counter punch. There's a bishop check. Oh, there we go. No, the king takes rook. King takes rook. He's pushing through. Unbelievable. The end of all that. That A-pawn. He wasn't there to just break down the structure. He wanted a one-day queen. Lion Ted again. Okay. More of the same. Light square pressure is the plan. And now. Okay, in other games we've seen that this knight was kept out of the g5 square, not here, so he dives right in, grabs the light square bishop, might return on... We've seen this idea before. You know, I know these are bullet games, but there's still stuff we can take away from these games, I tell you. You see these little patterns. You know, time and time again, this... coordinated pressure first on d5 and then a relocation the bishop. Okay, what is going on here? This is not good for white. He's just trying something sneaky. He's going to resign next. No, he's not. He's going to play on to the very end. While I was talking about these games being instructional, his queen fell and something bad was happening around here. Okay, white's going to go down. Ted is going to get this one. Yeah, there's a serious problem. Mate in 1 or 2. Okay, Ted got him. First one in a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many games is that? A lot of games. 22 through 37. That's a lot of games in a row. Pragnananda. Okay, let us see. Oh, man. This knight will be kicked whenever black wants. Where will it go? No, he's not going to play with g4. Okay, he's taking out the knight. Dark square strategy. It's the same idea, just reflected a little bit. Just from the other side is all. Ready to go queenside? Queenside castles would be met with queen a7, so... Exchanges the queens instead. Inserts bishop takes knight. Wants to play with this imbalance, which is excellent for black. Okay, if white could get these 2 moves in, it would be great. Cannot allow that. So the knight will angle for this square as well. He's got a couple good squares. Now that this is damaged over here, the knight will never be removed from c5, and this will be a problem somehow. It's just going to be a problem. It's how it is. It's going to be a problem. Is it already a problem? I think it's already a problem. This is going to fall. Check. There we go. Pac-Man mode. The knight is a hungry piece. He'll be rescued. He's trying to hunt him. He's going to be rescued. That's one way out. You can win the king and pawn ending even if in the end you drop this pawn. Looking for something more? Oh, actually if he pushed, I guess the bishop could have captured straight away. Okay. What do we have? 3 pawns versus the bishop. They're all passed. Game over. Can't stop them both. Push this one, or king there, and then push. Yeah, there's no stopping both of them. Eventually this guy will be tied. There's a couple ways to do it. This is the cleanest, it seems. Okay. Prague goes down. 114. Whoa! Penguin. Only 14 back. He has fire. 36 to go. Okay. Does he have any Berserk games in there? I'll have to look, see if we see any 3s and 5s. That would be impressive. Okay, something a little bit normal. Okay. Queen's off. Play with this or not? Yes, g5, get the king involved. Ah, he's allowing the rook to come to life. Yeah, this is good to have this pawn all the way up here, because now this bishop's eyes are opened. He one day has dreams of grabbing that pawn. Also the rook does. So, bishop takes, and no counterplay. Yeah, there's no avoiding a rook move with check next and a pawn pushing through. Throws the towel in. Okay, 116 to 100. We're going to get that pairing? No. 3s and 5s? I see a few 3s and 5s early on in that game. More G5, H6 stuff. Okay, seeing the pattern here. The pattern is put pressure on the dark squares and in some cases win a pawn outright. That's what we have in this game. And big squares here on E5 and D4. This is basically a home. And the bishop will stay there. The knight may angle into that square. He doesn't mind losing this pawn because the knight is kicked from a strong post. Well, the king is running a bit. This is winning, I think. This pawn falls, and we're going to have an enormous knight like we did against the in the Prague game. Knight takes here. Yeah, knight takes this, and then no rush, I guess black is saying. There's no rush with grabbing that pawn. Rook is hit. Where do you go? Oh, the rook is hit out of this little tactic. Take here would be met with rook takes knight, so the knight is out of the line of fire, hits the rook. Next, he's either going to win the rook or the bishop. He's winning a piece in the end. Lone Rider. Okay, their second game. First game was a 2-1. What was that? 2-1. Oh, that might have been a 960 game. That was the time control for that event, wasn't it? I think so. I think so. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, is this knight trapped? Try to get it. He needs to get it. Soon. He's gonna get it. May not be easy. Bishop here. Hit the rook. I think bishop there, hitting the rook. Anyhow. Where do we stand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even on the pawns. Get greedy. Okay. Probably want to keep the knight around right here. Not right now. There is a pin, but this guy's passed. These two are passed, so keeping a knight around to blockade is probably important. How does this knight get rescued? Yeah. Could take this pawn? There's a check here. Oh, check and then here and you win the rook. Oh, I love that knight. He's amazing sometimes. He was amazing in that game. 32 minutes to go. 124, 108, 85. Chess weave again. Let's see Their last game, I believe, was, yeah, bishop pair. He was up a couple pawns. Or Chessweeb was down a couple pawns fighting against the bishop pair. Rook's on board. What's going on here? Marvelous square for the knight. The king may bolt. This is cozy. This is a cozy home right here. He's got some light squares to work with. Maybe the queen wants to come over here. Seems active. You can't castle. Watch out for this. Move orders, kind of important. Okay, this is a passer. I don't know how far you want to go with this. Who has the safer king? Okay. Queen gonna come back? It's a good move, I think. Bishop returns. Oh, there's a passer over here. Each side with a passed rook pawn. This queen is not yet contributing. Important detail. Otherwise, this king position could be a problem. Both queens are very active now. I think black would not mind seeing a queen exchange, because then this pawn will fly, and he is welcome to that and has forced the queen exchange. No, I forget that. I forgot the queen had this square. Is he forcing it now? He's forcing it now. No, rook g8. What's going on there? Wow, what a sequence by Chessweeb. Whoa. We have to go for perpetual? Is this just too strong? Is there a way to sack the rook for 2 pawns? I don't know that there is a way to sack the rook for both pawns. No, a draw on board. What a cool sequence. A nice move. Rook g8. Very nice. Okay, Terry R2, 11th. Not their first time playing. Terry R2, this is game 5. And now. Big square here for black to work with on f4. Can we get this exchange and put a knight in here? Nope. Imbalance is just created. 4 versus 3 on the queen side for black. Problem here on b7. Let's get rid of this pawn. Oof. Gonna get it back. Rook is hit. Check. Oh, I think he missed that the bishop was there. Yeah, I think he missed that. I think he did. Because these bishops should be able to find homes. White will try to question the bishop with a4. I think he missed that the bishop was there. This should be winning for black. The bishops have great outposts, yeah, and now white is going to have to walk into a discovered check. Rook will fall. Terry R2 takes down the doctor. And, oh, I just realized the doctor went under 3,100 with that loss. So he was 31 plus. Under 30 to go. Boss, again. Get him, boss. Do it. Get that W. 4.5 half. The current score. Let's see. This is a weakness, so this could hurt in some cases. It's up a pawn. This queen could be a strong piece. Is it enough compensation? He's winning a second pawn, and he's getting out of that with check. Important details, otherwise mate on b2. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's up 2 pawns. Getting a pawn back? Check. King is back. Rooks are very active. He's going to get a pawn back? He may be getting a pawn back. Rook here. The black rooks are much more active. Well, the pawn can advance. Consolidate. He's looking for this. Rook versus rook position. Technical. Gonna try and clamp down? No, there'd be a check. And maybe that pawn gets hunted. He's down 2 pawns, but he has a very active rook. Keeping pressure here and here. Boxing out the king as well. Doesn't want the king slipping in. He's got a passer. 1 pawn restricting 2. Feels like even material at this stage. Maybe swipes this pawn. He's a runner. He's still running. He could... No, he can't take that. This is a win for black. No, it's a draw. He's there just in time. Wow. Yeah, he is definitely fast enough to pull this one off. For a draw, draw next. Yes, stalemate on board. Okay, got a half point there. Where are we at? 127, 110, 27 to go. On the nose. Let us see. What to do. Knight's gonna maneuver into this square. Bishop on f3. Definitely needs to play with this. Need to challenge white's strong piece. If you don't do that, you're asking for trouble. Okay. Take with the bishop or the pawn? The pawn. The rook wants to play. The bishop is a strong piece. Notice he snuck in there before he was maybe shut out with this advance. It's giving up some material. King's going to try to hide over here. Bishop backs up. Can it be a reliable defender? This? Oh, the light squares. Or the dark squares, excuse me. It's going after c5. The big thorn in black side is this b6 pawn. Okay, dark square weaknesses. The king... White knows this pawn is just going to fall, so... Let's just let it fall and run with this guy. Oh, the queen's trapped. Oh, backward moves. Killers. Take the rook? King here? No, it doesn't want that. He's going to try to get over here. No, he's going to take, maybe check, and then here. This is not over. This is not over. The queen is gone. Okay, he's down a rook, though. Light square, opposite color bishops. Trying something sneaky, maybe. Don't go to a light square. Okay. He's attacking the rook. 3.9. Wow. He's just going to take. 2.4. Where are the time burners? No time for the doctor. Zeros. 6 zeros. He goes down. 127, 112. Excuse me. Under 25 to go. Let's see. Load. No idea. Alright, let us see. They have played a bunch. Alrighty. Ready to go queenside, it seems. Keep the knight out of here. Connecting knight soon. This square. Knight here and then a push. Okay, tucks in the king. Gotta get rid of that knight. No. He says, I'll work around it. I don't want to give this knight a big square. And the bishop. Giving up a minor piece for two big kingside pawns. Queen here would drop the knight. Knight here, queen here. Queen here. Then the knight has to go, and then the knight would fall. Blunder. The king will run. You could take the knight and then run, no? Ooh. Huh. What am I missing there? I thought you could actually just take the knight. And then prepare to run here and have this as a reliable home. Okay, maybe I missed something. Strong possibility. Okay. He's playing down a piece. Variac G-file could be opened up at any moment. Wants to take with check. Why is not allowing that? Black's keeping this diagonal open. Is he ready to go now? He's ready to take. King has to get off of the G-file. It's just not safe. That's a check. Defends here as well. He's defending here. Important detail. Now he takes. Has to open it up. There's maybe a check. Okay, two rooks versus the queen, but no time. Where's the time? Watch out for mates. Oh, is he going to get mated? The king is running for his life. Run. More checks. No gas in the tank for the IM, who is most likely GM strength. Lion Ted, next opponent. Wow, a slippery king. Okay. I could win a pawn, right? Chop here, confuse everybody who's not super familiar with the game. What just happened there? Okay, he's going to insert a check, jump in here. He wants the bishop pair. Give me the dark squares, says Lion Ted. Okay. Is he cut off? Is he cut off? Ah, bishop takes, you take the queen and then take here. Sneaky town. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, d-pawn continues to roll. The knight would love that square. Okay, queen exchange now, and in the end, you swipe the c-pawn. The knight jumps in anyway. Take the bishop, fork-a-roni on e7. Bishop is hit as well. White is going to win some material. Is that the case? No, knight takes, you take the rook and then take the bishop. He gets the piece back. Bishop is still under fire. And a gunner. Where do you go with the knight? Still has some problems. Oh, fiend-kettoed knight. That's a problem. Up 2 pawns and more active pieces. Lion Ted resigns. 131, 115. The penguin is still kind of sticking around there. The boss is back in the ring, looking for that first W. Is this the moment? He's got a couple draws. Let's go. Okay. You have to go here instead of here. Otherwise, these checks with the open file. Okay, this has to be good for the boss. Let's see. White has a majority on the queen side. He's giving up the exchange. He wants this square. He will get that. He's also, black is getting a queen exchange. Bishop pair. Bishop pair, or you're gonna get something here. Do you even take that pawn? You take the knight first, and then take here, but you're in a pin. Black is gonna win this. Black is gonna win this. Yep, white resigns. There's no getting out of that pin. It will simplify more. Okay, penguin. Here we go. Penguin is back in the ring. Last game, what was it? Penguin was fighting against an isolated pawn and made a rook move and regretted it soon. Dropped a knight. Okay, where do we stand here? White is up a pawn and is better. Oh, these dark squares look really good. These dark squares look really good. He's going for them. Knight here. Dark square problems for Team Black. Okay, he does get a pawn. He does have a knight. That's what he's really clinging to in this position. A strong knight on d5. Really strong knight. Dropping back to defend. Push, not pushing. It's not taking here either. Trying to get to this square. Okay, the white king position is compromised now with this move. Scary for both kings. This knight is not a good piece. Okay, opposite color bishops. This pawn is hanging with check, defense, and a punch. A2 is under fire. Tension between the rooks. Opposite color bishop bending nearby? Maybe. But penguin is down on time. Queen exchange? I gotta take here twice. Think. Queen is under fire. Queen exchange. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna... I give this one to penguin. I think penguin's gonna win this one. Or no, maybe not. I forgot that these two are basically runners. Is he gonna get that guy? Check. He can be stopped as soon as he moves. Continues to run. No. Okay, yeah, these guys are running fast. I wasn't seeing it that these were two connected pawns. Yeah, it's going to be mate. Wow. Nice bishop mate there. I thought it was going to get into one of those mouse races. I didn't see these guys generating threats. But they were definitely generating threats. Mate on board. Okay, 133, 117, 92. Playing against the number 45 guy. Okay. Pressure on d4 with a pawn. Once more, we enter this structure. Strong knights in the center. Maybe there, maybe here, maybe hide the king here, or keep the options open. Pressure against c4. c4 will fall, c4 will fall. c4 falls now. White says, you take me, help my rook. Hitting the bishop. Twice. He's got it if he wants it. He doesn't want it. Wants a queen exchange? What am I missing there? Wasn't there bishop takes knight there for a second? It's just going so fast. So fast. I want to go back. Was that around move 15? We'll see. Okay. Nice press. Timely. Otherwise, white gets that in. There's some activity, but the black king position is a really big deal. Two connected passers. These guys will fly. And continue to run. Rook trade is definitely welcome. Right behind. No, doesn't want that. Push and then here. Check first. Safeguard the king. Need some stability. And now we have this and then that. Or this. Ah, much better. One little detail. Just make one little baby move and win the rook for a pawn. See that? Look at how easy. Watch out for mates. Check. Where are the checkmates? Get out of the way, king. I want this square. Mate on board. Okay, can I go back? Can I go back? Queen here. Can't you take this? I think you could. I think that was a hanging knight. Okay. 135, 120. 15 to go. I'm following him. He's just not in the game. 135, 120. Is he taking a timeout? Is he in pause mode? He's in pause. Oh, okay. I could breathe for a little bit. The penguin is still... There's only 15 to go. It's still not a runaway. He's having an excellent tournament. 2978 performance. What's Carlsen's? 3079. He's still not in a game. Okay. Let's go to this one while he's in pause mode. I don't think he is done. And what? Let's see how Firouzja does. Wonderful player. King approach. On F2. Undermine the knight. Pressure on the dark squares. Looking for this. Nice, slow, steady progress. Takes, you take here and then take the bishop. Nice little trick. Missed that detail. Maybe first king f2 and only then this idea. Okay, the knight is hitting a couple key points. Carlsen in the game? Okay, sorry Firouzja. We're gonna cut away. We gotta go to Carlsen. We'll maybe see what the result of that one is after this game. Terry R2. That wasn't a very quick, or that wasn't a very long timeout. That's an amazing knight. What more do you want this knight to do, really? Serious question. What more do you want this knight to do? Stops this guy from ever moving, defends this point, provides some security for the king, light square control. How does this get broken down? The rook is free to do something else. Oh, sneaky. Knight takes, there's a check. So fancy. Look at that sequence. Very nice. It's a passer. White is up a pawn. Gonna win some more. Probably win them all over here. Watch out for checks. Watch out for tricks. Watch out. Plenty of time as well. Offer rook exchange. We got this coming too. 2 pawns versus 0. 2 pawns and a knight, and plenty of time as well. Okay, Terrier 2 resigns. Who won this one? Faruja won this one. He's up a boatload of material. Okay, the Doctor won that game 139 peacefully. Next opponent. Interested to see how this one goes. First time between Peacefully and DrNykterstein. This pawn has been promoted deep in White's camp. Will this king ever be safe if he goes in this direction now? Okay. May net the light square bishop. Doesn't want to take just yet. He says, you're not going anywhere. I don't want to help your knight. Okay. Is now the time? No. He's going to try and maintain the knight. Take with a pawn, take with a pawn. Knight has to go elsewhere. There's a check. Doesn't want it. Wants to stay trained on this point. New square for the knight. White is ready to develop. Useful move? Okay, the king. It's worthwhile to insert these 2 moves. Now the king is committed to the king's side. This pawn is nearby. Secure the bishop. Don't want to see this kind of stuff. Oh, what was I? Oh, bishop takes bishop, undermining the knight. Black is winning a piece. Rooks are not connected. Okay, Chessbras again, who is in 12th. This is their 6th encounter. Still just under 11. Oh, he's getting the F7 king, F5 king F7 treatment. What's this about? What's happening here? Wow. All right. Sneaky. Well, it's even material, and I think black is better. Strong bishop, more active rooks, because I think this is a more relevant, why do I keep saying diagonal? More relevant file than this one. But white did well to challenge that strong bishop. So now these rooks do have some action. Oh, he just resigned. This is going to collapse. This falls, and then the rooks are really active. Wow. Okay, how did that game start? F5, king F7? Whoa. I see. See somebody in the Twitch chat saying, Dr. Savagestein. Oh, man. That's brutal, man. F5, king F7. I guess you could just do what you want if you're world champion. That's just how it goes. Like, look at this. It's just absolutely no fear. I understand there's 3 minor pieces around that might kill me, but I'm going to move forward. I'll give checkmate to you like I did that one guy a little bit earlier. No fear. Okay, he has to give up the exchange now. Terry R2 is going to smack him around. Is this rook going to get activated? Let's see. The bishop doesn't want to go too far. Otherwise, the king mops up this pawn and this guy runs some. It's not so easy to get activated with this rook. This bishop's going to give the rook a hard time. Put the pawns on the dark. Oh, I think he may have missed his opportunity to sneak over here. The king is getting active. How do you break this down, though? Ah, this is how he's going to get activated. You have to try for... Oh, you have to go for this. Bishop here, there's a push. There's maybe a check or a captures in this. If this bishop falls, this king is going to get real hungry fast. Oh, there's no time either. Yeah, that's what made him resign right there. Well, it's the position and also a quick glance at the clocks there, I think. Okay, Carlsen goes down. 147, 124. What do we got? A few more games in here. I think we can call it. Yeah, it's 23 up. This one's over. Penguin is berserking. Penguin is in second. Look out, f5 is in there. Okay. Picks up the light square bishop. That sequence. Dives in. You can't take too much because you have a problem here. Queens are exchanged. Oh, he just won the exchange. Takes and then takes the knight. It's calculating it. It's there. You could take here, get the material back. Strong knight. Best piece for white. Have to watch out for these squares. There is a pin going on, so he's trying to undermine this square. Okay, careful. There is a check. There is this move as well. He's going to get this point. Now the king goes forward. It's a dangerous piece. He's doing this again in berserk mode. 9.2 to go. Ah, he's getting the rook. There is no block. The bishop is there. Gunner. Okay, the penguin goes down. He did berserk. 149, 124, 105, 103. It seems like a battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Lion Ted again. Carlsen just doesn't want to play against Lion Ted. What can I tell you? White resigned. Lion Ted with the W. I don't know what that's about. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see. Does he want to play against G3, G6? Yes, he... Oh, you know what I think? He berserked this game. I think that he wanted to berserk Lion Ted. And he accidentally resigned. Maybe that's what happened. That's my guess. Because this is the first time he berserked. I don't think that's a bad theory. Okay. Give the knight a kick and go in here. Challenge this knight and hope the light squares don't hurt you. Take with the queen. Watch out for mate. Okay. IG3, G6 is getting berserked. I think he wanted to berserk Lion Ted. Alright, let's see what happens here. Pressure against the knight. How do you defend? If you go here, this bishop's not too happy. Dark square problems. Queen here to here. Oh, how are you defending? This structure is excellent to neutralize the bishop. White just picked up a pawn. Probably trade queens in just a time burn, right? Doesn't want to see this stuff. Knight is hit. Are we have a perpetual? No perpetuals. Okay. King's gonna hide. Ah, nice. Knight takes and then this fall. Ooh, forget about it. That's a slick mate. I like that one. Knight controls these two. The queen's got the rest. Game over. Okay. The doctor goes down after that berserk game. 149, 124. Who are the other places? I don't know. Still 4 minutes to go. 2 more games, maybe 3. Another berserk game. What does that do? Cuts your time in half. If you win, you get an extra point. Okay, he's going to get the b-pawn back. This bishop, what is it really doing? For as long as this structure is maintained, is this guy a contributor? We don't know. And does this bishop ever really know where it wants to be? Here, here. Sometimes being here, you don't have that flight square. Being here, you're accessible to knight punches. So let's see. Queen exchange. More active rook. And a pawn falls and the game. It's over. Pretty sure it's over. 2 clean pawns. Maintains an active rook. Welcome to exchanges. For sure. More exchanges. Right here. Oh, there would be a check. Get a pawn back. 13 seconds. Get the rooks off. There's no getting the pawn back. The bishop controls those 2 key squares. And this should be easy to pre-move out. Here we go. He's a runner. Take the knight, take the pawn. Here we go. 6 seconds in berserk mode. Watch out for stalemates. It's the only chance. No stalemates. 1.8 left. Never enough. What was his rating? 27.97. Went down. On a berserk. It's still a tight race for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I tell you. Yeah, for sure. Okay, yes, now we get it. He wanted to berserk Lion Ted. This is where we had the berserk. I guess he's a bit rusty with how to berserk. He forgot how to successfully berserk. Okay, he's dropping a knight. The square is covered twice, so he's going to at least pick off a kingside pawn and hold tight to this, I was going to say bishop pair, but that's goner. Has a square for the king. Queen exchange nearby. He wants this pawn. Is he going to get it? Queen here. Offer queen exchange, defend the pawn. Yes. The rook is really active. These guys should fall soon. I don't know what kind of magic you work. Oh, maybe you could do it like that. He wants a passed h-pawn. He will get just that. This is going to collapse. He's passed. Continue to run? Could he have pushed there? And allowed a check? I don't know. Okay, 7 seconds. Try and work some magic. This pawn is defended. Yeah. I guess we're going to have this, and this pawn will fall soon. Okay. He goes down in berserk mode. One more game. A final game. Here we are. Here we is. Okay, 45 seconds to go in the tournament. We'll see what the final standings are after this one. A final berserk game. Let us see. He is down a piece. No. He is up the exchange. He's got this guy around. Let's get the queens off. Even if I ruin my structure, I get activity. Mate threat. Careful. You can get the queens off. He's going for that. Pawn takes. Take here first. There we go. We could work with this guy. Now this guy goes. Check first. Back off, king. Before I take that pawn, you go backwards. Get the light square bishops off. Watch out for forks. Okay, watch out for forks. Okay, we got a check. Pawn is a runner. Check, a push. We got two. I was blind. For some reason, I didn't even see that there was an A pawn around. He's around. So is the B pawn, who is flying. It's glued in there. Get rid of the bishop. A lot of ways to do it. Push him home. And straight to checkmate in a couple. There it is. Nothing left on the tournament clock. Final game. Final standings. What do we have? Here it is. The doctor takes it. Again. 152. 128. 115. 112. 109. Top 5. Walk away with some cash. That's the payout. Who else was in that front page? Boss, Chess Bras, Terry R2, Load, TGK 59, top 10. Penguin had a really good run. Look at the performance ratings for the top 3. 3049, 2951, 2805. Penguin berserking 10% of the time. How many games did he play? 61. Okay, let us see all of the pages. Who competed? Night King and Jagalko. That's how you know how strong this tournament is. Bortnik and Jagalko on page 2. Also another one, Grandmaster Ali Reza, Faruja. Chess Weeb as well. He took second. He took second in the last arena. Did he play all... How many games did he get in there? 62? Yeah, seems like he played the whole tournament. Number of games seem to be right around that 60 mark. Okay. Page 3. What do we have? Oh, Rebecca Harris was